bloody view though.
Hello there. Mic on, yeah? Yeah. Hello there. Merry Christmas. You can tell it's Christmas because the weather's absolutely dire. But we managed to dodge the showers for 5 minutes, and I thought I'd do a little recap video. So it's been a bit of a funny old year, really. You know, I've basically been injured in one way or another most of the year, so it's kind of curbed activities. But we did manage to get up to a few things, so what did we get up to? So first big trip really was up to Norway, and we started off in Bergen, had a couple of days there, and then went all the way up the Norwegian coast on a ship and then on to Svalbard. Now, Svalbard was one of my kind of bucket list places, just because of how remote it is, and you know, it kind of didn't disappoint. It was just kind of weird sailing up this fjord, and then this town appears out of nowhere. And you know, as I said, it's so remote and it's hard to get into your head where it is and why it's there. But it was an amazing place, and it's, you know, it's unique. There's nowhere else like it, and it's kind of as near to the North Pole as you're ever going to get without actually going there. So yeah, that was the first trip, and then we ended up in Iceland on the way back for a couple of days, which was also really nice. So what else did we get up to? Puddle. So I managed to get in a few camping trips as well, which was kind of curbed by what was going on. But we had some camping trips with some friends and on my own. One of the notable one was a kayak trip onto Derwentwater and just camping on one of the islands. And it was like a proper little adventure, you know, and a swallows and Amazon stuff. So that was really amazing. That was my first tarp and bivvy camp as well. So it was kind of doubly good. So in October we went on another trip to the Adriatic on a cruise. It was just a 7-nighter, but it was so nice to, when the weather was really crap here, to go out to Malta where it was 31 degrees and just kind of feel some warmth on your bones. And we went to some fantastic places. Dubrovnik was really good, where I got absolutely smashed on a vineyard tour. And but the real surprise was Split. I'd never been to Split before. It's an absolutely beautiful old town, part of the city. And we also went up to this forest park called Marjan. I don't know if that's pronounced right, but that was a real surprise, and it was really nice to get out of the, I don't want to say mayhem, it was really busy in Split, but this forest park was just beautiful, and we kind of spent a couple of hours there just walking around. It was fantastic, and the waterfront was also brilliant as well. So Split was fantastic, and yeah, really enjoyed it. And then back to the cold, where I started doing a couple of train trips. I did one on Lumo, which the video done really well by my standards. So I did another one doing a first class comparison against LNER and Transpennine. And that kind of did okay, but not as good as the first one. I also did another Lake District public transport video. The first one of that did really well, but the second one, I think the less said about that, the better. So that's been about it. So what are the plans for next year for the channel? I'm glad you asked. So we're going to do more trips abroad. We're going to do some flight reviews and hopefully do some ferry trips. And I kind of had an idea of doing kind of 24 hours in here and 24 hours there. So we're going to try stuff like that. We've also got a really epic Japan trip planned for the back end of next year. So that's really exciting. And it's going to take quite a lot of researching because we're going all over the place. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at the minute. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one, wherever that is. See ya.